Hello everyone, I am Alexander here, and for my homework in CLE I am here to show and discuss the 9 ways of prayer of St. Dominic. Okay, let's get to it. The first method in the way of prayer of St. Dominic is if this is the altar, then St. Dominic would bow and say his prayers and introduction to God. We do that to greet the Lord first. And then the second way of praying St. Dominic is to lie down flat with his face on the ground with great remorse for all his sins. The third way of praying for St. Dominic is to discipline himself with an iron chain. Imagine there's an iron chain because I do not have one. Talk to the Lord and discipline himself on his back with an iron chain. His fourth way of prayer is very simple. His fourth way of prayer, again, this is the altar. He will just look at the crucifix with his hand on his chest, genuflect and talk to the Lord. That's his fourth way. Right? His fifth way is similar to the fourth way. The fifth way, still stand erect facing the altar with his hands just outside his chest like this for hours. He will literally do this for hours, talking to the Lord and saying his prayers. That's the fifth way. The sixth way of praying of St. Dominic is to face the altar and reach out his hands while saying his prayers. That's the sixth way. The seventh way of praying of St. Dominic is also similar, but it has a different hand gesture. It is to arrange his hands, pointing his hands above to the sky, like this, while talking to God. That's the way. The eighth way of praying of St. Dominic is the most simplest one. He will sit down on one of the chairs. He will get his book. And read. He'll read and read. He'll read from his book as the eighth way of prayer. The ninth way of prayer is something that I cannot show you here, or I can show you a small demonstration. The ninth way of prayer for St. Dominic is when he's traveling to other countries. He will walk and walk while he's on a trip or a venture, and he will pray with the sign of the cross. The cross says prayers, talking to God while concentrating and walking and traveling. That's the ninth way. So that's the 9 ways of prayer of St. Dominic.